And tonight on our great American panel, he is a nationally syndicated radio talk show host on the Salem Radio Network and partner at the law firm Hewitt. Hugh Hewitt is back with us. She is a journalist, Fox News contributor. Judith Miller is here. He is a former New York Yankee. I don't know about this Dodger thing, but second baseman Steve Sachs is with it. I'm like, where's your World Series rings? You said you put them away.
Yeah, they're in the closet.
Yeah, my Oscars are in the closet. I got big awards. All right, I'm going to start with you because I suspect we're going to disagree on McChrystal. Tell me specifically why you think he should have been fired.
Article 88.
Oh, come on. This does not. Remember during the Clinton years, proportionality, where's your sense of understanding?
But, Sean, this was the second time he would have been taken to the woodshed. How many trips to the woodshed are we going to have? But when you read the Rolling Stone article, what really got me was not what the aides said. It was the kind of frat boy atmosphere. It was the insulting of the allies.
They are soldiers. What do you expect them to be, saints?
Do we really want to piss off the only people who are out there fighting with us, the French? He says, I'd rather have my ass kissed in a room full of strangers than go to this dinner. That's his job.
Well, to be honest, I got to be honest, that's how I feel. When I get invited to the Washington Correspondents' Dinner, that's exactly how I feel. All right, but in all fairness, you see, you hit the key word, Hewitt, and when Hugh, sorry, that's my father's name, by the way, Hugh, is that it's the aides. There's no specific comment that would rise to the level of a firing that they can cite from McChrystal.
You won't find a JAG lawyer saying this is Article 88. What this is, a disastrous day for the country, a demonstration that President Obama is the anti-Lincoln. He's got malice towards everyone and charity towards no one. Doris Kearns Goodwin on the cover of the page of the New York Times today was practically begging the president to exercise some presidential leadership and stop his vendetta against anyone who gets in his face or says anything about him. And he has serially gone after, whether it's George Bush or John McCain or Paul Ryan or Rick Wagoner at GM or anybody who gets in his way or says anything about him, this thin-skinned president goes after him.
That's what I loved during the campaign because he mentioned me a dozen times, Hugh, which is, as you know, because we're radio friends, that's ratings gold. I'm like, can you mention me a few more times? But you think of some of the great generals, though. Grant, Patton, MacArthur. You know what? That's what generals do. They're leaders. They're strong men. They use salty language. Go watch Patton the movie.
That's right. This guy is not a media wonk. I mean, what they probably should have done is they probably should have had a public affairs officer on staff there to maybe guard some of this, because if you look at the article, there really is nothing that really comes from him. I think what he did was he pretty much took it, for everybody, fell on the sword, and he probably did the right thing. So
I don't think he did the right thing because I think we're at a critical moment in Afghanistan. This is not good in terms of the world seeing this. I'll tell you what I think was unwise. Don't let Rolling Stone, don't let Time Magazine, don't let Newsweek or the New York Times anywhere near you except for maybe 15 minutes where you can absolutely control the situation.
But Sean, what does that say about his judgment? What does that say about his judgment? He let this happen.
Listen,
he let his aides talk that way.
He is a great general. You know what? I don't expect generals to be PR agents as well.
He's supposed to have a public affairs officer, and he is in charge. It's on his watch.
But that's the point. It doesn't rise to the level of being a fireable offense.
No, it doesn't. History is going to look back at this. This is not MacArthur. This is not McClellan. This is an interview to Rolling Stone, and they took one of our great chess pieces off of the board, and they took another great chess piece, perhaps the grand strategist of them all, David Petraeus, take him away from CENTCOM as confrontation with Iran looms as we wind down in Iraq, and send him to the tip of the spear where we should have a fighter.
And the same Petraeus that was excoriated by Biden and Obama. That's what I found. I'm like, you got to be kidding. You got to agree with that. That surprised you.
Well, it did. And the thing about it is, when do we say enough is with the media? I mean, they're out there trying to fight this war, and you let the media interfere with this and interrupt the whole thing. It's crazy.
Listen, if I had it my way, I will never do, except for my friends on talk radio, or my friends at the Fox News Channel or Fox Business Network, I'm not doing any. I don't want to go on the liberal media because all they want to do is attack me. I don't care what they think. He shouldn't have done the interview.
He shouldn't have done the interview, but more than that, at this moment, when you need your allies and you need a team. I mean, I think what was really disturbing about that article was as the president said, the disunity in the team.
Why fly him across the world to fire him? Why humiliate him?
Yeah, that was the other point. Why humiliate him?
In his remarks, the president was very, very laudatory of him.
We got
and he's going to write a great book.
By the way, when you were playing baseball, You probably regretted talking to the media, too.
Well, there's many. Well, here's what you do. 99% of the media, you don't trust them, and the other 1% you don't talk to them.
Yeah, if I would. Okay. That's the A-Rod strategy?
That's right.
All right.
You've got to protect yourself.
By the way,
really
Jeb Bush said something that I am so appreciative of that more people should have said. We have more with our great, great, great American panel next.